Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ryan Saplin here, fat loss strength coach, coming to you today on a public speaking channel, my public speaking practice channel, to talk to you today about self-doubt and eliminating self-doubt and getting rid of it. And a big inspiration for this video is Elliott Hulse. If you know Elliott Hulse or follow his channel, you know that he has this very famous, very popular YouTube video called Eliminate Self-Doubt. And if you haven't seen it, you have to check it out. I'll put a link in the description because it is something that I used to listen to quite a bit because it really helped me sort of get through some bad stuff in my brain. And even though I'm kind of past that sort of low in my life, I'm sort of trying to ascend to a much higher level. And I want to start this video series talking in my garage studio about self-doubt because the title of this video is Eliminate Self-Doubt with Action. That's what I want to talk about because a lot of the time you just have to do it. That's what Elliott Hulse says. It's basically what all the literature says. It's basically everything that you read. But the truth is, in order for you to do something, you sort of have to feel it first. And this is kind of something that I've heard a lot from lots of different people, is that you have to get out of your head. You have to get out of your way. You have to essentially go into your body. That's what Elliott Hulse saying. That's kind of his sort of theme. And as I make this video, I'm a little bit more comfortable, but I'm still in my head. I'm still worried about what you're going to think. I'm still worried about the thumbs down I might get. I'm still worried about if this is going to be my final take because I'm doing an unedited piece. I'm going to get this video right, or I'm going to publish it the way it is. And I kind of wanted to explain something that happened to me this weekend to give you a better idea of where I'm coming from. Is I had a time where I felt terrible this weekend because I was at a seminar, a workshop, and the purpose of going to this workshop was to network with a lot of other people. So that way I can essentially take my business, my online business that I'm trying to build, to the next level. And something that bothers me so much is social anxiety. I have difficulty dealing and talking to people, especially people I don't know, in groups. And it feels really awkward for me. And I try my best to deal with it. It turns out alcohol helps a ton. I don't drink, but I drink very rarely, but I drink in these situations because it helps a ton. And I found that I was able to get through most of it. But there was a point where I felt really bad. And I don't know what it is. I had lots of ups and downs. Short thing about me and my family history is I have a lot of depression in my family, a lot of bipolarism. I have some family members that are bipolar, and basically lots of highs and lots of lows, and basically probably too much analysis about things. And I found myself feeling really good one day and then just hitting like almost not quite rock bottom, but feeling terrible. And I don't know if you've ever felt this way before. Like one moment you feel great, and another moment you feel like it's the end of the world. And I don't know how else to explain it unless you've experienced this. And sometimes when you feel really good about yourself and things are going the way you want, I sometimes worry that I'm feeling too good, I'm feeling too high, I'm feeling too excited, that it's just going to disappear. And that's essentially all the stuff in my head that's essentially eating away at me. And I'm sharing this with you because it's something that's a part of me, and it's the start of this sort of gradual transformation or this exposure of myself on this channel and eventually on my main channel, is that you got to get out of your head. And this comes from Elliott Hulse, that I learned from him. Get out of your own way. But more importantly, in my main channel, when I talk about deadlifting and powerlifting and strength training, I find that the most important thing is that you can't think too much. You can't think too much when you're deadlifting your max weight, 90% or more. When you're lifting heavy weight, you can't think. You just do it. I mean, you have a bunch of warm-up reps, warm-up sets, and then you go into it and then you lift the weight. And hopefully by the time you are warmed up and you lift that max weight or near max weight, you are set up in a way where you can crush it. And that's not something that happens by accident. It happens with preparation. But what it comes down to is positive obsession. You got to find your positive obsession. And my obsession is to get good at YouTube, to get good at speaking in front of camera, to get good at writing emails, to get good at writing, period. Get better at affecting people in a positive way. And the one thing that is the most difficult thing to do when it makes to making videos, to making content on YouTube, to making content in emails and writing blog posts and basically building your brand and selling products online is being polarizing. And what does polarizing mean? It's a topic for another video, but I will touch on it, is that you're going to have people that love you or hate you. That is what you want. You don't want people to tolerate you. That's what it comes down to. You just think about this for a second. When you're dating a chick, or if you're married, or if you dated girls in the past, and you kind of have a better connection with other women and others, or men, if you're female watching this or whatever, you're going to find yourself either hating someone or loving them. And that is essentially what this is about. You can't be unnoticed. You have to attract attention if you want to actually affect somebody. Lukewarm gray is the worst place to be because no one will listen to you. You will have no impact on anybody. That's why powerlifting for me and for a lot of people out there is so amazing, because it forces you to push yourself to scary places, essentially polarizing. You know, and that's what CrossFit is too. It's polarizing. People love it or they hate it. And that is what this is about. You're either going to love these videos I make or you're going to hate it. And if you're watching up to this point, it means that, I don't know, maybe you do hate me, who knows. But I'm telling you right now, if you want to eliminate self-doubt, you just have to do it. You got to get out of your head. And most of the time, you're just not going to be sure. You're not going to be sure about what you're doing. You're never going to be sure. I mean, there's one thing is for sure, that if nobody likes this video, if everyone clicks thumbs up, I'm not polarizing enough. And I think that's what it comes down to. You have to be polarizing. And I'm essentially trying to learn to deal with the thumbs down. And that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.